am so fucking angry with that bitch, Gina.
Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is BLACSIREN, and how are we doing today? Are we sad, happy? What have we up to lately? Let me know in the comments. Listen, this fucking cushion, the fuck? Listen besties, I'm a firm believer when it comes to minding your goddamn business. If nobody asks your opinion, you need to keep your mouth shut. I know it's hard sometimes. We all had that moment that we feel like we need to say something in the situation, even if nobody asked us to. To me, this is a great thing. You know why? Because we can all gain a better appreciation for the experiences and the struggles of others. It can also help to break down barriers and promote greater tolerance and understanding in society. So with that being said, let's all play arbitrators, and we're gonna take a look at more fun stories today. So without further ado, bitch, let's get started. The first story is called The Other Daughter. Now before we get into the story, I just wanted to let you guys know I am so fucking hungry. I can eat a dick right now. What did you guys eat? Let me know in the comments. I haven't eaten anything today. Well, that's a fucking lie. I literally had a leftover salad and a chocolate chip cookie. But I just wanted to let you guys know, if I sound grumpy or I show any signs of mental instability, that's because I'm hungry. Okay, just a heads up. I'm finally getting married in 2 months' time after a year of planning, and everything has been going to plan so far with no hiccups. This was until my mother called me earlier in the week to ask me to postpone my wedding by at least a month. What is going on, mother? My sister is currently pregnant and her due date is July 17th. My sister asked my mother to be there for her for the whole July since the due date is just an estimate and this is her first baby. Long story short, the father of her child is my ex-boyfriend.
Wait a damn minute. What?
Who she was sleeping with while we were dating. Well, what the fuck? So we don't have a relationship with one another. Well, as expected, I'm not willing to postpone my wedding for my sister, and I told my mother that. And also, that she just simply needed to choose what she wanted to support. She's been fence-sitting, and that's why we're here. She says I'm forcing her to make an impossible decision, and my aunts are also trying to convince me to postpone. Don't get me wrong, I know she's also mom's child and wants her there for her, but I also want her there for me. That's a fucking tongue twister. And I've already waited a year for this and everything is already planned. So, am I the asshole? Boom, cast your vote. Do you think she's an asshole for not wanting to postpone her wedding for her sister? First of all, can we talk about how the sister literally had the audacity to steal her ex-boyfriend and get knocked up by the ex-boyfriend? I feel like this is such a common sense. You don't touch your sister, your siblings, and your friends' ex-lovers. Hands off, bitch. I feel like everybody should know this at this point. Why is this unclear to some people? You don't touch that. Doesn't matter if it's ex-lover, you just don't touch, stay away from it. Bitch, the fact that you want me to postpone my wedding, I'm sorry to tell you this, girl. You're not even invited. The fuck are you talking about? I will literally go to the pet store, I will purchase a box of black widow spiders. Then I will sneak into your fucking apartment, I will splash all the fucking black widows in your apartment. I feel like the mother is in a catch-22 situation. In Chinese we call 手心手背都是肉. Like, how can you even choose, girl? They're both your daughters. I don't know. But she's definitely not the asshole. It's just so tricky for the mother. And the mother wants her to postpone her wedding for her fucking husband-stealing sister. No, bitch. I'm sorry. I will postpone for anybody but not for you, bitch. Well, I kinda get it if the sister asks the mom to be there with her when she delivers the baby and that exact day clashes with the wedding day. That's very unfortunate, right? But she's asking a whole month. And it's not even happening yet, but the wedding day is set. I think the sister is up to something. Is she doing this on purpose to sabotaging her sister's wedding? This person commented, OP needs to post her wedding photos and their family photos on social medias with phrases like, it's great to be together as a complete family, or everyone that truly supported me came out in force, and other really passive-aggressive jabs. Well, that's very petty. That's something I would do, to be honest. The sister's telling the mom to spend the whole month not because this is her first baby and she's nervous. She's asking the mom to spend the whole month to intentionally keep the mom from her sister's wedding to spite her. I wouldn't be surprised if the sister planned this pregnancy just to ruin the wedding. Maybe. I was over at my boyfriend's apartment this weekend and I was cooking dinner because he was studying for exams. I made pasta and a chunky sauce with meatballs and veggies. Sounds delicious. I told him dinner was ready and he goes, "What's for dinner tonight, bitch?" With like a lot of emphasis on the last word. Not the TikTok trend, y'all. So if you don't know, this is a TikTok trend where men will ask their wives or girlfriends, "What's for dinner, bitch?" and film for their reaction.
But hey, bitch, what's for dinner?
You say?
I was fed up. I've had a pretty rough day with work and I have some awful bad associations with that word being used by other people in my life who were pretty abusive. So I was so irritated that I dropped the pot of pasta sauce I've been carrying right on the ground. And I was like, well, nothing's for dinner tonight now and I better not hear you using that word again. It's for the girls. He was freaking out about how sauce had landed on his rug and he even said, "You're serious acting like a bitch right now and I don't know what else to call it." I just walked out and got takeout for myself and went to my friend's house. She thought it was funny, but my boyfriend was furious. He kept texting and calling and sending me voice memos trying to explain and saying, "What's for dinner tonight, bitch?" was a TikTok trend and that he was just quoting something as a joke to put on TikTok. Well, apparently the internet hurts people's brain cells. I thought that was the shittiest excuse ever. It doesn't matter if he saw that as a joke or stole the joke, it was still disrespectful. But it didn't change the fact that he thought the shit was funny. To demean me when I was trying to do him a favor, like hell. I came over when he was studying to make a home-cooked dinner and he decides it's time for jokes? So I put my phone on Do Not Disturb for the night and split a bottle of wine with my friend and her roommate. The next morning, he was sending me angry texts demanding I clean his rug because he was too busy with his exam to do it.
Huh?
He didn't clean it. He left it overnight. Wow. I was shocked that he left it overnight. That's disgusting. Yes. I texted him back saying, "Yeah, that's a bitch text, honey. Leave me alone till you're ready to handle your own cookings and cleanings because this bitch isn't anymore. Also, it's vile you left that soaking in all night." He called me and told me that he was okay with doing his own household work, but I did throw a full pot of pasta sauce at the ground, so that's on me to clean up. I told him, "Yeah, no, I'm not comfortable doing chores for you if you see me like your bitch." So, am I the asshole? Straight guys should just not use the word bitch. It's for the gays and the girls, because here's the thing, when we say the word bitch, we don't just say bitch. We say bitch! We put characteristic into that word. But when straight guys say it, it's always the misogynistic insult. And I did a video on this because the word bitch actually has another meaning, which is female dog. And who invented this word? Man. So when straight guy use the word bitch, it's always an insult. It's never going to be like, bitch. Or if a straight guy does that, now baby, who are we lying? Just come out already. You're not straight. And I think this is very important when it comes to a relationship, that both parties need to know where is the bottom line that you should never cross. And if you're in a relationship, it is your responsibility to get to know your partner, to get to know where is that button you should never press. And apparently in this story, the boyfriend doesn't know where's the fucking button and he pressed it, and the girlfriend doesn't like to be called a bitch, so now he's paying the bitch tax. What do we learn from this story? 1, never call your girl a bitch. And 2, know where the boundary is. And also, can we talk about this motherfucker? He literally left the sauce overnight. The sauce was marinating with the rug. That was repulsive. Am I the asshole for not wanting my wife to go on vacation? An opportunity has arisen for my wife to go to the beach for a week in October with her friend. She asked if I was okay with her going, to which I originally responded, honestly, that I was not okay with it. We have a 3-year-old and a 4-month-old. Daycare opens at 3:30 a.m., which is also when I need to be at work. So my wife usually drops them off, and I'll pick them up after work since I get off earlier than she does. She works one full-time job that has allowed her to work 2 days from home each week because of our infant, and then the weekends off. I work a full-time job during the week and a part-time job on the weekend, so effectively, I have no days off. My wife gets up in the morning and gets the kids ready and usually gets up with the baby at night as well, as she gets more days off at home. Were she to take the vacation, this would of course all fall on me. I could probably manage to be late to work all week without issue as long as I stayed later to make up for it. I told her I was uncomfortable with her leaving for so long. I understand needing a break from the kids, but there's a difference between me watching them for a day so she can relax and her straight up taking the whole spring break. Not to mention, she also has a 3-day work trip at the end of the month, so that would put us at the same scenario. It's a lot for one person, and originally, I did not want children. Granted, I love them more than anything now, but ultimately, I feel like this is the life she chose for herself and she knew what she was getting herself into. What do you mean? I feel like raising kids is a mutual decision between you guys. If you don't want children, why didn't you wear fucking condoms? I don't want to deny her the opportunity per se, but I don't know of how many mothers who leaves for that long by themselves with such a young one at home, and I feel like she's being a little entitled. Oh, she's being a little entitled, he said. Okay, let's keep reading. She responded that she's not being entitled because she's just asking me to do what she does every day. She feels like I'm telling her that she can be a mother and nothing else. Well, it sounds like it. I don't think this is true. I think I'm just asking her to be a mother first. To be a mother first, he says. But she's also a woman first. She's also her own person first. How about that? I know she does a lot as a mother, and I appreciate it greatly. Well, it doesn't sound like it. But admittedly, I do not feel like I'm capable of doing what she does every day. I do not get the days off or at home that she does, and I honestly don't have the patience I should with the infant. Also, you don't have the patience. That's the key word. He doesn't have the patience. After much back and forth, I begrudgingly told her that she could go and that I would just figure it out if I absolutely had to. Aw, your life must have been so hard. I would take PTO from work to make sure the kids are taken care of. She said not to worry about it, she just won't go. I don't want her to be bitter about it because I completely understand needing a vacation, especially from kids or family, and have offered alternatives like watching them for a weekend so she can do as she pleases, to which she was not very receptive. So, am I the asshole for not wanting my wife to go on vacation? So he actually provided more information for the viewers because apparently people were shitting on him. He said, people seem to be hung up on the "this is the life she chose for herself" part. I do not say this to say that she deserves more of the burden of parenting. A lot of assumptions suggest that I do not parent while she slaves away. I feed and bathe and father my kids as well. Can you elaborate? What does it father my kids mean? Like, what do you actually father? But taking over her share while working 60 hours a week is overwhelming as fuck. Understandable. 60 hours is a lot, you know? He probably is very exhausted when he gets home. When I say she chose this for herself, I mean that getting things her way on her own time becomes much less reasonable. And I feel like she refuses to accept this, or is largely unwilling to compromise when it comes to giving up things she wants. I have no problem being a father. That's not the issue. In fact, Last year, before I switched to my current jobs, there was a good 8 to 10 months where I worked at night and kept our toddler during the day to save on daycare costs. It was great. Who doesn't want to watch Bluey all day? Well, apparently you. I can do what she does every day. I cannot do what she does and what I do every day. Well, there's a lot to unpack in this story. First of all, the kids. He didn't want the kids. And having kids is a mutual decision in most cases, you know? It's a mutual decision. And if you don't want the kids in the first place, man up. Grow some fucking balls and tell her, yo, I don't want kids, I fucking hate kids. You get what I'm saying? We are not having kids. And that's why people use condoms. That's why people getting vasectomies. There's so many ways to prevent having babies, but you guys still had it. Not that everything already happened. The kids were born. The ship has sailed. You don't get to blame it on your wife anymore. You don't have the right to do it anymore, because before that, you guys can argue the shit out of each other. Be my fucking guest. You guys can argue 24/7. You know? But now it's already happened. You don't have the fucking right to do it anymore. And it's both of your fucking responsibilities. Remember that. And wait, how old was the kid? Let me see. One is 3-year-old and the other one is 4-month-old. So she has been a full-time mother for almost 4 years, and all she asked was a 1 week off. 1 week off from the kid because she wants to go to the beach with her friends. 1 week off. Oh, that's too much. That is too much. Because this bitch doesn't deserve that, right? She wanted to have kids, but you don't want the kids, and she doesn't deserve the vacation no more. And you said, you work 60 hours a week. That's a lot. I get it. You're probably tired, right? But there's actually ways to fix this. Instead of taking your petty ass on the internet and bitch about your wife, the woman who gave birth to your kids. Why do you gotta be like, oh, that's her choice, I didn't want the kids anyway? It's the way how he said the whole thing. Like, this is, like, I get it. Like, he can complain all he wants. It's just the way how he wording everything. It just giving me, like, you don't appreciate your wife. You don't want the fucking kid. Like, what the fuck, dude? And if you work 2 jobs, you probably get 2 paychecks, right? Why don't you just take 1 paycheck and spend that money on 1 week babysitter or daycare? And you think this money is for the kids? No, it's actually for your wife, for your devoting, loving wife. Let me tell you, this money will save your marriage. It's gonna make her so happy spending time and hanging out with a friend at the beach for just 1 fucking week. 1 week. How expensive could that be? I fucking doubt it. I fucking doubt it. And apparently everybody is telling you are the asshole. It's a wake-up call. It's a slap in the face. Everybody is trying to tell you. They're trying to save your marriage. It's time for you to stand the fuck up and show some respect to your wife. And you know what this is? This is called cranium. And hear that? And because apparently there's nothing in your fucking cranium, you dumb imbecile. Jigglypuff17 said, 1 week out of 52 in a year means she is still a mother first, 98% of the time. He can be the primary caregiver for 2%. Jesus fucking Christ, the woe is me. I can't do it. She should be the primary parent and work full-time because it was an immaculate conception I played no part in, and it's such a weaponized incompetence bullshit. Dude, grow up. You're a parent now. Sounds like your wife is the primary parent, works full-time and puts up with the crap on top of it all. Give her those breaks she likely desperately needs, and then when she gets home and you've gained a better understanding of all she does for your family, shows her a little extra appreciation. You're the asshole. Ooh, Jigglypuff didn't come to play. I think that's the wife's way of crying for help. I think she's this close to snap like a twig. If she doesn't go on this vacation, she's probably gonna explode. And I think she's hinting on this. She's been like, you know what, I really wanted to go on this vacation, but apparently the husband just doesn't get it. Let me tell you, having an infant is very difficult. I'm talking about an infant, not toddler, not a kid. A 4-month-year-old. What does it mean? That means the wife doesn't sleep. She has no fucking sleep. How do I know this? Because I also have a son. See this bitch right here? He's my son. His name is Bonifacio. I get that. I get mother to mother. I get that. Yeah. Listen, I'm not trying to point fingers here. I'm not trying to say, oh my god, husband is the bad guy. No. You know what I get from this story? I think their marriage is so intense right now. I just wanted to know, when was the last time that they actually dressed up, went to a fancy restaurant, going to a movie, having a cocktail, walking on the beach? I think both of them need this vacation, because otherwise this marriage will be in shambles. So the moral of the story is, don't have kids. Kids? Ew. Ew. No kids. No kid. Okay. No kids. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.